Everybody, I'd like to thank you for coming to this recreation of an American Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving dinner setting that we're doing here is based on a Christian pilgrim tradition that has been handed down through many families. Many people in America don't necessarily have a Thanksgiving like this, but it is still a very common type of Thanksgiving feast. We have turkey, we have pie, things like that. Now, because the original Thanksgiving that most people trace back to was a Christian celebration where they were supposed to give thanks to God through prayer, we will even do that today as a recreation. Now, the original Thanksgiving that most people in America trace back to is 1621, 393 years ago. They had just had a bad year, and then they had a good season of harvest, and they thought they would set aside 3 days to give thanks to God for having plenty of food, finally, after a difficult year. So that's what we're doing here. Now, with prayer, normally you just clasp your hands like this, or some people fold drums. It doesn't matter. This is a school. If you don't want to participate, you don't need to participate. But fold your arms like this, and when I begin to pray, just bow your head and close your eyes like this. That's a very common thing to do. Please join me in prayer. Dear Father, we are thankful for this bounteous season. And we are thankful that we have the opportunity to be with family and friends before Thee. Amen. And at this point, we just start serving the food normally, but today we're not going to serve that up until everybody can get their share. So, right now, why don't I just make a toast? Everybody? Here's a toast to a great year, and stuff like that.
And to friends.
And to friends.
And to friends. And to friends. Thank you. So, everybody, happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to turn the time over to Dan to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving food and things like that.
Okay, thanks, Michael. So, guys, for Thanksgiving, most people, we always eat turkey. We eat a lot of turkey. And for dessert, people always eat pumpkin pie. So pumpkin pie is the #1 dessert for Thanksgiving because people get pumpkins in the fall, and Thanksgiving is a fall holiday. So pumpkins are like the symbol of Thanksgiving. So turkey, pumpkin pie, those are the two main things. And usually people have some cranberry sauce and some bread and some butter and other little things. Lots of turkey and lots of pumpkin pie. So it's great we can find it here in Taiwan. Next.
Okay. Daniel, what is your family do for Thanksgiving?
Well, my family, we eat a lot of turkey. We like to play a football game. We have some wine and we talk about the year, and that's what we like to do for Thanksgiving. So, very normal Thanksgiving.
What about my family? Well, my children and I, my wife, we usually sit down with a big turkey. We go over to Grandma's house if we're nearby, and we spend a lot of time just talking and eating until our stomachs are so full that we can't eat anymore. Then we go take a nap, and then we come back for turkey sandwiches.
Hey Michael, what was the first Thanksgiving like? Who was there?
What was the first Thanksgiving like? The first Thanksgiving, I said, was 1621. The year earlier, in a very bad time of year, the boat landed in Massachusetts. They had 100 people. By the time they had Thanksgiving, only 50 were alive. So 50 had died. But they had had a good harvest. They had plenty of food for the winter, and so they were feeling very thankful. The people that were there were 50 pilgrims, and there were about 90 Native Americans there. Because the Native Americans are the ones who taught them how to grow corn so that they could have some kind of bread for the winter. That was the first Thanksgiving.
pilgrims, they were people who came from England to the U.S. And they were some pretty crazy people, but they came all the way from England to the U.S. in a boat. And when they got to the U.S., they had no food. So they almost died, but some of them survived. And to celebrate, they had a big party. And that was the first Thanksgiving dinner. So the pilgrims, they give us Thanksgiving.
Any more questions? Let's feast.